Hey everyone, and welcome to Grounded by Yoga. Welcome to this class, to this live, where I will answer the top 10 questions that my students are asking me. So you will find my article in the description of the video. So feel free to go and have a look at the description if you have the time, if you are interested to learn more about yoga. There is the link to access my blog post. So, how often should you do yoga? That's one of the big questions that probably when we are starting yoga, we are asking ourselves, how often should I practice yoga? My yoga teacher told me to practice yoga every day. Well, I think there is no such a thing than practicing yoga, a physical practice every day. You have to respect your body. Some days your body will feel stiffer. Some days you need to recover. So be mindful with your practice. Choose a practice that will support you. If one day your body needs a rest, if you feel your hamstrings worked a lot the previous day, take a day of rest with your practice. Sit, meditate, practice pranayama, clean your house. This is also part of yoga. Cleaning your house, study a book can be part of your practice as long as you do it mindfully. So to start with, the short answer to how often should I do yoga? I would say aim for 2 or 3 times per week if you are just starting your practice, and build up. Build up with time, with confidence, your yoga routine. First start small, because then it's gonna probably not be sustainable for your lifestyle, especially if you have a busy life. It's gonna be hard for you to stick to your routine. 2 or 3 times to start with, I think it's a great time. 10-15 minutes can be manageable for everyone. If you already have like a fitness or a sport routine, probably you can already tap to 4 to 6 times per week. This can be achievable easily. If you can practice every day 5 minutes to sit before your coffee, this is something wonderful I found to myself. The gift of sitting in the morning and watching my thoughts, asking myself how I am today, how do I feel, what do I need, This, even 5 minutes, can change your entire day. Rather than jumping straight away onto your coffee machine, take 5 minutes to ask yourself, what do I need today? Be curious. How do I feel? Do I need to practice a strong practice today? Do I need a yin yoga, a more restorative practice? Ask yourself how do you feel each day? This is very important. And most of us don't do that. We wake up, we jump straight away on the coffee, or we have a quick shower, we go straight to work, straight into the busy life that is impacting us at the end, because the way we live is the way we are. If we are busy, our mind is going to be busy. If we try to slow down bit by bit, you will see that your life is not going to be busy. Of course, like, you have to work, you have to go to work. Of course, there is social life, social commitment, family commitment. But at the end, if your state of mind is calm, then you can enjoy your life. Your mind is not busy. You can enjoy, face challenges with more a peaceful state of being, rather than overreacting to stuff. You can pause, slow down, and say, okay, how do I react now? Can I react from a place of peace and calm, or do I overreact straight away and I jump in the air and send everything off? We have the choice, and the way we live our life, the way we start our day will define the way we live in everyday life. If we start straight away, we jump, we go straight to work without even thinking what do we need today. This is gonna impact your days. Second question, is it okay to do yoga every day? Yes, it is okay if you have a healthy body. Yoga is meant to practice every day. Now, there is different part of yoga. There is the spiritual part. There is the practice, the physical practice that we practice on the mat. This can also be practiced every day. But now, the main thing is you have to respect your body. Ask your body what your body needs today. If you can adapt your practice. If you are an Ashtanga practitioner or a Vinyasa practitioner, a Hatha practitioner or a Yin yoga practitioner, you can then, if you have all those tools with you, then you can ask yourself, what do I need? Do I need an energizing practice today? Or should I practice the more restorative, more calming, grounding? Then when you can kind of touch in every practices or find your style, I think that's the most important. I really like to practice Hatha and Yin yoga. This is what I'm teaching. And this is why I'm offering on my website. You can also have a look, it's in the description of the video. I like to switch from Hatha yoga and Yin yoga. Hatha yoga will help me to cultivate more energy, balance my masculine and the feminine, so the doing and the resting part of us. And the Yin practice can help me to really calm down, to ground myself. And this is what I want to transmit to you with my teachings and with everything I learned from my proper experience. So yes, doing yoga every day is totally achievable and should be part of everyone's daily life. Then now you can practice yoga by being mindful, sipping your coffee, your tea mindfully, walking in the street to go to work mindfully, listening to music mindfully, doing one thing at a time, but doing it mindfully. This is yoga, being in union. Yoga means union. Union with God, if you want to call it God. Union with the divine. Union with yourself. Being in tune with yourself, being present in your daily life. This is yoga. And reading mindfully, sipping, eating mindfully, studying mindfully. This is part of our yoga practices, our sadhana. Third questions. I remind you we have 10 questions. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Of course, I'm sometimes getting into my mind. So what is the minimum effective dose of yoga? Well, I don't think there is a minimum effective dose when it comes to yoga. A practice, if you are practicing every day, a sustainable practice might be around, if you are an advanced practitioner, this might be around 30 minutes each day. If you can practice, if you have the time to practice every day for an hour, if your body is healthy, that's great. But in my opinion, we can stick to 30 minutes of practice and 5 to 10 minutes meditation, 5 minutes of pranayama, breath work, and 10 minutes meditation, that is perfect. But to start with, stick to 10 to 15 minutes, especially if you are beginners. And there is a lot of yoga teachers. There is a lot of support. You have free support on YouTube, on this channel. If you want to stick to a free yoga routine, this is totally free. You have access to thousands of teachers, millions maybe, teachers on YouTube for free. Then by paying a program, you can engage yourself, making a contract with yourself. Okay, I paid this program for myself and I'm gonna make it. This is part of paying something, paying a teacher. Your teacher is spending hours for you to stick to a routine, is really helping you to create this routine for you to give you this little like spiciness in your life, because yoga has everything to offer. But I'm not gonna go into details. Lowering cortisol level, reducing stress, balancing the hormones, gaining flexibility, being well in your body. This is a holistic practice. It engages in the body, the mind, and the soul. The more we are in union with our true self, the more we are easygoing in life, I want to say. The more we step back rather than overreacting in challenges. We have the options then. Sometimes life is hard. Yoga is not a miracle cure, but it helps. It can help in everyday life. And I am one of this example, because I was struggling until 31 years old. I was drinking, going to parties, spending hundreds of dollars every weekend, every 2-3 days. For what? Trying to numb myself from the feelings, from life itself, because life is hard. We have to deal with our relationship, with our work. Sometimes work is not what we want to do. But I don't think numbing yourself through social media, through going to the pub to drink alcohol, smoking, this is not a solution. And yoga can bring this like a relief from all the stress, the pressure of society. I am an example for that. And trust me, I know what I'm talking about. How often should I practice yoga for stress relief? If you are someone that really struggles with stress, if you have a job that is making pressure all the time on you, if you have a really stressful position, well, every day would be perfect. 5 minutes of breath work before opening your laptop, before starting a meeting, can help you be more present, calming down the mind, clearing the foggy mind that enables us to really think properly. Every day, 5 minutes pranayama meditation. I have a course for you, 30 days meditation course. You can go and see on my website. It's going to be in the description of the video if you want to access it. 30 days of 10 minutes per day of meditation. After those 30 days, I can guarantee you that you're gonna be more relaxed, more focused at work. There is no secret. We have to practice, you know. If we want to progress, we have to push ourselves a little bit, but we have to respect our body first and our mind. We have to be kind. This is one of the main principles of yoga, ahimsa, non-violence. We have to find a balance. Yoga brings balance into life, and it teaches us to find this balance. 10 minutes meditation every day is great. An hour practice per week as a beginner is great. 10 to 20 minutes every day is beautiful. You have to find what works for you. Will I see result if I only do yoga once a week? Of course. Once a week is better than not practicing the physical practice, the asanas. It's gonna probably take more time to gain flexibility, to open up the body. But you will get, for sure, you will get the results at some point. It's gonna maybe take a year, 2 years. But if you are committed to 1 hour per week, it's better than not being committed to 10 minutes per day. You know, so then we kind of have to balance ourselves on this. How often should I do yoga to improve flexibility? Like 3 to 5 times per week, mixing deep stretch and active mobility work. Flexibility will improve with time, so be patient. Ahimsa, principle of non-violence. Be kind to yourself and don't force it. This is very important. Don't force the stretch. You have to find a stretch that will stress the muscles, depending on which practices you are doing, like Hatha Yoga, Vinyasa, Ashtanga Yoga, are practices that will target the muscles, tissues, rather than a yin practice that will target the more yin tissues that are the ligament, the joint. So it's different kind of practices. Flexibility will comes with practice. Is there such a thing as too much yoga? Yes and no. Depending what you are practicing. If you are practicing intense practices, yes. Then you need to ask yourself, am I doing the right thing? Is it supporting me in the long term? Then ask yourself, everyone is different. Everybody is different. It's the same for someone that goes in the gym. If you are going to the gym 2 hours every day, maybe it's too much for your body. You need sometimes to rest the muscles, to rest, to recover your energy. So yes, there is such a thing as too much yoga. Ask yourself, is this supporting me? Because having to practice yoga can feel sometimes overwhelming. I've been there, putting myself, I have to do yoga. No, you don't have to do yoga. I want to practice yoga. Sometimes I said it, I need to practice yoga because I feel there is tension in my body, my shoulders, my back, the lower back sometimes, depending what work you are doing, can feel sometimes stiffer. And yes, we can need yoga, but we don't have to practice. This is a really important thing. We don't have to practice yoga, but we need. It can be we need or I want to. When we use the word I have to, it's already putting some pressure on ourselves. I am really busy. Can I still benefit from doing yoga once or twice a week? Of course, absolutely. Even if you are busy, like scheduling 5-10 minutes per day can help, can support your body, your mind, your spirit, as we said. So even if you are so busy, adding some time in your schedule. For example, if you're a manager, if you are working with people, if you are organizing meetings, try to practice. For example, square breath. You can check out in my channels, in my YouTube channels. The square breath. Square breath can be practiced at any time. Even if you are with someone is speaking to you, you can listen to this person and practice it silently in your body, feeling your breath, counting your breath, inhaling for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, holding for 4. And this can really help us to regulate, to balance the stress part of our being and the resting part of our being, so that we are not too much in balance. Should I take rest days from yoga? Yes and no, as I said, depending on what is your practice. If you are a more bhakti yoga, if you are more devotional, spiritual part, then no, like every day should be your priority. If you are focusing on gaining flexibility on the physical practice of yoga, then yes, you need to recover from your practices. In yin yoga practices, for example, I would recommend to wait at least 48 hours between the same areas we are targeting, to allow the tissues to recover from our last practices. So once again, depending on what you are doing, what practicing you are doing, if you are engaging on mindful practices, being present in everyday life, being mindful when you are walking in the street, then you can practice it at any time. Maybe you need to read my blog post, so go in the description of the video. I will leave some links for you available, and read the article. Maybe it's gonna give you a bit more of related advices for you to implement and for you to see what the choices are, and then apply it into your life and see what works or not. And don't be frustrated if you cannot stick to a regular practice. It will come with time. I didn't come to practice my physical. When I'm talking the asanas, I practice every day. I try to, but some days my body needs rest, you know. And the more I get old, the more I need rest. We are all getting old, and we are gonna die one day, unfortunately. But this is part of being human. How can I stay consistent with my yoga routine? If you are beginners, start with small. 10 minutes, 15 minutes can be enough. There is plenty YouTube channels for you to check, to find the teachers that you might resonate with. I would say don't stick to one yoga teacher. Try different style, try different approaches. Maybe my approach won't resonate with your lifestyle. My words don't resonate with your mind, with what you need. Find someone that inspires you. If you can afford it, pay a program. Programs are useful to make progress faster, and at least you are committed to it. You pay to commit yourself to something. Some days we have to push ourselves, because the days we don't want to practice sometimes are the days we need the most. And this we experience with time. There is no secret. The experience is speaking, you know. Our teachers, my teachers, have been there before me. I have been there before you. Who knows? So follow someone that inspired you, that someone that is a model for you, someone that the words resonate with how you think. Maybe mine doesn't resonate with yours, and it's totally fine, you know. I'm not aiming to teach every single person on earth. I'm here to, from my experience, to help people feel better in their body. Because I have been bad in my body, in my mind. I've been drinking every day, as I said, smoking, being under pressure every time. The more cigarettes you smoke, the more stressed you are. And you know what? We convince ourselves that that's the cigarette that's gonna help us to feel less stress. Once we start to understand how the mind works, it's easy to navigate life easier. For stress relief, if you are working on stress relief, try to stick to 4-5 gentle sessions per week. Breathwork, add breathwork and meditation. This will really help you with your mind, managing stress more efficiently. Short flow can support and release tension in the body. For flexibility, try to stick to 3-5 times per week, including stretch, focus, and mobility practices. For emotional support and burnout, here more gentle yin yoga restorative can be supporting. More grounding, 2 to 4 times per week would be great. Short, keep it short. And for busy professionals, I would recommend 1-3 short sessions per week. Try something you can stick to it, you know. If you can stick to 1 breath work per day, it's better than nothing. Eh? So here we are, the end of this session. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to this video, for watching this video. I really appreciate you are here. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, to share it on your social media, to save it. And don't forget to have a look at the description of the video. There is some links. I'm going to leave you the link of my blog related to how often should I practice yoga. Don't forget to watch the description of the video. There is the links as well to access my program, the 30 days program that I mentioned before, 30-day meditation to support the busy mind. to calm our busy mind. So thank you again. Thanks again for being here. It means a lot to me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to support my work. And hopefully I see you on the mat. Namaste.